This is Remnant from the Ashes. It's a game that I started playing a couple of weeks ago, but I knew I couldn't stream it because my old machine just couldn't handle it. But now my new machine is here, and I've forgotten almost everything about this game, but I'm going to try to play it anyway. So this is my main character. She is a lone wanderer out in a post-apocalyptic hellscape that basically, it seems like the entire world has been taken over by demons. Something magical is going on anyway. I stumbled upon this power plant full of survivors, just a handful of them, and they seem to have something I need. There's a lot of mystery in the backstory, and especially since it's been a couple of weeks, I've forgotten all of it. One thing I do know is that this magical thing that I've unlocked in the middle of their facility is how I'm going to teleport to the first real level of the game. Right now, all I've done is go through the prologue. So, adventure mode. You can have one campaign and one adventure mode active at all times. Okay, so it looks like this is the kind of game, it's got a lot of different ways that you can play it, and I don't understand most of them, but I'm going to try traveling. So, let's go to the Founder's Hideout. Wait a minute. Isn't that where I'm starting? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so I have arrived somewhere else. Okay, so Founder Ford is the original leader of this community that I've joined. And I remember that much. And there was some reason why I needed to come here from... Like, I had a personal reason I wanted to come here, and they had a mission they wanted to send me on too. And I've forgotten what all of it is, but that's okay. Because I'm mostly here just to kill monsters and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum. Pa, I'm dying. No two ways about it. I always thought the root would get me. The root, I think, is the name of the enemies. Or I'd live forever like you. But we can't all be heroes. You're the only person in the world who thinks he can stop the root, you know that? The rest of us are just trying to live our lives best we can. Me and Ellen have had to do it without you. I ain't going to tell you to stop, not again. Just don't think you're sacrificing for us. We've sacrificed enough. Always your daughter, Nadine. Alright. So, okay, it looks like A is my dodge button. Like I said, I've forgotten a lot of the controls. Is X? Okay, X is how I pick stuff up. So I've got a key card. That's good. I can check my inventory. Liquid escape. Okay, refers to returning to checkpoints. That's good to know. Removes infected and increases rot resistance. And then it's a bag full of items. It's got a bunch of things. Cool. Alright. What's this? Ellen, I want you to know that I love you and that I'm sorry. Sorry for so many things. Words won't fix this, I know that. It's time for me to go. Took me a while from saying to doing, but here I am. I'm leaving to speak with the Root Mother in the old church past the subway tunnels. She'll show me the path away from this world, and then I'll be gone. Goodbye. Alright. By the way, how's my performance, everybody? Let me know if this is coming through at a low frame rate or anything, because, you know, playing fancy 3 games on my machine in the past was always a problem. And my new machine should be able to handle it, but I haven't tried it against too many things. I was able to stream Control the other day, though, which seems like that would have been the most I could possibly have asked of my machine. Okay, so there is some root. You guys ready to fight? Alright, so RB to activate my weapon mod. I'm not sure what my weapon mod does, but I bet it was good for me. It feels like it's some kind of healing aura. Oh, my health is at max. Yeah, its icon definitely looks like a healing aura. So when you are assembling your character, you can see here that each of your weapons has got, Mender's aura. Okay, so yeah, this is a health regenerating thing. So basically, you've got these slots attached to your weapons, and you can put whatever you want in them. Like, I assumed originally that these slots were going to be only for, like, alt-fire modes and stuff like that. But actually, I mean, Mender's Aura, it's just a healing thing. So you can basically put a variety of different things in these slots. And that's kind of one of the ways you build up your character over time. Okay, there's a guy in here. essentially does kind of remind me of Control a little bit. It's the sort of like, I don't know, like you're shooting it at people in a really weird dystopian world. Ow, whoops. Should have dodged that. So when I first started this game, I had no guns, and it was much harder to get through unscathed. I guess I'm not unscathed. I did take a little bit of damage from that one axe. And these guys aren't too hard, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to always be that way. I'll run over here real quick, see if I'm missing anything. That's the rule of video games. You always take the least convenient looking path, because that's where the secrets are.
And stay down.
Yeah, Glee at killing definitely works a lot better when your enemies are evil demons. Smug Rainbow Pony says, I'm always a fan of visible gear inventory. Like, I love Skyrim, but your character never looks like he's actually carrying 3,000 rolls of cheese. But at least here you've got a backpack? Yeah, that is something that that we tried to do, at least to some degree, in State of Decay. Though, obviously, could have gone a lot farther. It's easier to do visible inventory when you're trying to, when you've got a very sort of well-defined character who only carries certain types of things, and it's a very limited inventory, then it's easy to sort of like, not easy necessarily, but it's a straightforward problem to solve. Like, figure out where they keep everything on their body, and to have it connected, you get some nice sort of like secondary motion from the things rattling around in your backpack, which is nice. It sort of makes all of your animations feel a little bit more eye-catching. But yeah, like in State of Decay, a lot of what we do is like you carry a lot of random stuff around in that game, so it's a little harder to make it work. Though we do let you only equip a handful of really important central things like your weapons, and so we show those on your body. We do attach them to the backpack specifically, so if you're not wearing a backpack, you don't get to see the items. Partly just because it looks weird to have something glued to your back if you don't have a backpack on. Alright, so I'm collecting these resources. I believe that if I take these back to like the blacksmithy type people back at my compound, they can craft upgrades and things for me. Can I go through windows? Yes, I can. Alright, ooh, there's some area over here. Unfortunately, when you're watching me play a game like this is a game about basically dry humping every wall until I find every door and every every exit, every secret, every collectible, every item. And it's not that I definitely have friends who are much better at that than me, who really do come through every single level having found every single secret, because some of them started in QA, and you have to be good at that kind of stuff to succeed as a tester. You have to be good at sort of outthinking developers, noticing, everywhere where something could be hidden, seeing every weird path you could take through a level. I'm pretty impressed, actually, at how detailed and full of nooks and crannies this world is. Like, I kind of expected it to be tunnel-like, to be kind of like, say, The Last of Us 2 or something like that, where most of the areas there's only one way to go. Actually, like The Last of Us 1, where in most of the areas there's only one way to go, just sort of a corridor. But actually, it feels like it's a little bit more like The Last of Us 2 in that you've got your corridors, but you've also got these areas where it widens out, and you can still broadly tell the direction you're supposed to go, but there's a lot of width, a lot of different lanes, a lot of different sort of routes you can follow, ultimately flowing the same direction. Like, I feel like there's no mystery about the fact that this direction seems to be the way I need to go, but there's just a lot of breadth to the path. Larry D. Smith identifies this as a most awesome game, good choice. Yeah, so I've liked it so far. I've only played through the prologue. This is effectively, I think, the first proper level in the game. So I'm definitely not a pro at this, and there's a lot I don't know about it. But so far I have been impressed. I mean, it looks really nice, despite the fact that they have chosen an art style or chosen some a production design that is very maybe duochromatic. Is that a word? I was going to say monochromatic, but it's gray and desaturated red is sort of the entire look of this world. It actually kind of goes with my hair weirdly, um, but they're doing a lot with it. It's very easy for a look like this to feel very drab. Just feel like, oh, everything looks the same. There's no reason to look one direction or another because it's all the same two colors. But they're doing a lot of, light and dark contrast at the same time as doing this, when you pick only two colors for the world to be, there doesn't have to actually be a lot of contrast between those colors for things to really stand out and look nice. And so they've got the contrast between the sort of faded red and the gray, and then the bright sky and sort of the dark terrain, and then the bright reflections on the ground. Like, it manages to be kind of monochromatic, but also still high contrast and high visibility. You can really things stand out and you can see them, and it really kind of helps counteract the sort of the feeling of drabness. So it'd be very easy for a game like this to slip into. So that takes a lot of skill, actually, to sort of ride the edge of boring drabness, but not actually go there. Have it still feel distinctive. Because this sort of white and red color scheme is also fairly common. I think you see that in Other Side is a recent game that I played that had that same kind of color scheme. It was even more dramatic though. But still, I feel like they're taking something that could be seen as common, but they're doing it with uncommon skill. And I think that makes a difference. Okay, I'm going through a lot of bullets right now. Oh, hello. Okay, I would switch to my other gun, but I'm pretty sure my other gun is like a shotgun. It does a lot of damage, but only up close, and its ammunition is a little bit more dear. I do appreciate a game that tells me for sure when the battle's over, as the characters react to it. That's something I really appreciated about, a new item, about The Last of Us 2. Okay, so I've got Mother's Ring, which reduces incoming range damage, and it looks like... Oh, okay, this is the ring I picked up. I expected to see it be purple here because it was purple on the ground. It looks like I auto-equipped it because I had an empty slot, so... Cool, reduced incoming range damage. That seems to be the type of damage I take. So that's good. Alright, so it looked like maybe there's a way through over here? No, it looks like it's all overgrown. It's really good to sort of pick a way. Oh wait, here we go. Maybe this is a thing. To pick a language to tell the player that something's inaccessible and just make them be ultimately confident that they can't go to places that they... Okay, that's not a thing. Okay, so there's an icon on my map. Oh, you can't see my mini-map. Hold on. Let me Alt-Tab out of here and show you the mini-map. I think if I... Okay, it looks like there's no UI in the top left, so I'll just stay up here.
Over there.
Oh, wait, no. Stop it. How do I turn that off? Can I undo that? So this... Oh, I should mention, this is a co-op game, by the way. I'm not playing it co-op, because I don't have any friends. But it is a co-op game, which means that they've got... Oh, who's this guy? They've got mechanics for communicating with your friends and collaborating with them. Oh, hello. More of you. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh,
This ain't cutting.
that didn't work. Let's run away. Run away. Yeah, I did not handle that well, but I'm not used to fighting guys this big. Okay, so I've got a thing that can heal me. But it takes a second to work, so I didn't want to do it in the middle of fighting this guy. Okay, the fact that I have to reload after every second shot makes me not love this thing. Unfortunately, it looks like I can't actually intimidate that guy at all. I thought maybe if I shot him while he was charging, he would stop his charge, but nope. Whew, okay, there we go.
Woo! It's over.
Yeah, so I used a few of those shotgun shells, and it didn't seem like I don't know, were they worth it? Like, compared to their rarity, I'm really not sure that the extra damage they did was worth it. Now, when I shot them at the smaller minions, they could take them out in almost one hit. So maybe that alone makes them worth it? I don't know. I haven't established my scale yet for how much scrap is a lot of scrap. I don't know if I'm getting rich right now, or you notice something they're doing. Whenever you shoot one of these guys in the head, their reaction animation involves their head moving. So you can't just immediately follow up with a second headshot. Ooh, long gun ammo. Yeah, why don't you come here? Haha. Oh man, there's just more and more of these guys. Oh, who's that guy? Oh, it's one of those archer types. Ooh, we got a trait point. Oh, hi. Oh, we got a teleporting archer, do we? Oh. Oh, yeah, I did not see that coming. I'm bleeding. I don't want to be bleeding. Okay, how do I not bleed? Oh, look at this blood just coming out of every part of my body. Oh, gosh. Okay, this seems like it's really bad. Do I have a thing that I can use to... this, okay, the thing that can regenerate me. Can I... Will this heal bleeding? No, it will just stem the flow. Okay. Sorry, it won't stem the flow. It'll just fight back against it. Any of these things that I have, can any of them help me? Adrenaline removes infected. Regenerates. This has bandages in it. I mean, yes? Okay, I just used a bag. Did that do anything? Oh, good. Okay, yes. Use a bandage. There we go. Okay, so it looks like that survivor bag was just like a loot box or something. And it just took up very little inventory space until I used it. Then it dumped the stuff into my backpack. So, okay, so as long as I didn't need any bandages, I could keep all that stuff compact. But once I did need bandages, I had to break it open. That makes sense. Huh. So Smug Rainbow Pony says that this game is sometimes compared to Dark Souls. And they say it's Dark Souls with guns and actual multiplayer design. I can't really comment because I don't really play Dark Souls. I can't comment on its multiplayer design or whether or not it has one. But normally I have trouble playing Dark Souls games because they demand such care in the way you play. It's like you can't just spam the button that you want to do the thing. You have to like carefully think about the cost of each move you make. And a lot of things sort of once you fire them, like once you fire off a move, you're locked into that move. Until you're done with it, basically. And so things like dodge canceling and stuff like that aren't as much of a thing. And I like the brawlers, the sort of combat games that I sort of cut my teeth on and sort of set my expectations with were like God of War and God of War inspired games, which were very much in favor of whatever the last thing the player said to do it right now, and interrupt anything. Doesn't matter. Just respond to what the player expects as they're tapping buttons with their hands, and give them that level of power, and then sort of tune the enemies to be appropriate to that level of power you've given the player. And Dark Souls kind of goes the other way. It's like limit the player, make them, like put them on their back foot, make them vulnerable, and then see how they deal with the situations that they get into. And so because I'm like the former, I have a lot of trouble getting into Dark Souls games because it's so difficult and costly for me. All my habits are wrong. The fact that I'm getting into this game makes me feel like it might be like Dark Souls in sort of its level of difficulty, maybe the fact that you've got to manage these like healing resources very cautiously. There might be a lot of similarities there, but its combat system, Remnant from the Ashes combat system, so far has actually felt really right to me. Like I've felt like I've been able to dodge when I needed to dodge. It's been very friendly to me. In like my character doing what I expected my character to do. So I'm liking this in terms of enemies I've never seen before. That's gonna be fun. Wait, no, maybe I have seen these guys. I think I saw them during the prologue, but it's just been a while. Okay. Oh, okay, so I can't use checkpoints until enemies are dead. It could be because it involves shooting. That it's basically... I thought that might be what that guy would do. Yeah, it could be because it's at least partially a shooter that it's had to take on a different set of expectations and tropes, which means that it's friendlier to my expectations. So now can I use this? Alright, so resting at checkpoints replenishes ammo and dragon hearts at the cost of respawning all basic enemies in the world. In multiplayer, resting also respawns any fallen allies. All players must be using a checkpoint in order to rest. Okay, so I could fast travel out of here, or I could keep going. Well, you know what? Because I think I've been playing this for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and I've been trying to be better about not making my videos endlessly long. Why don't we quickly do an end screen here, and then I'll come back. So let's wrap up this video and immediately make another one. Because I want to get 5 videos done tonight. And yeah, if I keep playing games I like and making one video per game, that's not going to work.